I don't know if you can see it, but we're in absorption. Right there. These are lithium batteries. So the shunt says our battery's sitting at 14.19, 14.2. So I'm going to go check the panel and see if it needs to be aimed at the sun. We try to get our batteries in float, charged right up every day. So the sun's pretty well right up there. Yeah, really good sun here today. Sometimes you just get the angle a little bit different, and that makes a difference of a few watts. Well, hello, my name is Vern, and welcome to CreeksideTails. This is a beautiful place out here. Monashee Ridge, private recreational resort. Retreat. I call it a resort. But in the website they call it a retreat. And it is a retreat. It's private, it's gated. You can't get in unless you have a lease. And if you know someone that has a lease, well, you can get in. You're allowed guests. So it's a beautiful place. We've been out here now, it's May 25th today. We've been out here since November 20th of last year. So we spent a winter out here. Not quite, you'll see on our website, we spent a few months in Coldstream until we figured out, well, we can't stay in a park model all the way through the winter. We did until the end of January, but that was pushing it. I would say typically you wouldn't stay in a park model. You wouldn't live in it all winter. You'd have to skirt it really good and do a lot of work with the windows, but we went and rented a little flat in town, and that's how we got through the winter. So this winter we are working on a cabin solution, so we can stay all winter in a cabin, have wood heat. So you guys will see that on some upcoming videos. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and tune into the channel. We will be doing some lives as we grow as a channel, and you'll be able to sit in on some dinners and maybe just even watch the hummingbirds. What else do you do when you're over 60 years old? You see, what happens when you get over 60, no, there's really not a lot of jobs for you. So if you plan it right, you can go to a place like this. Why do we like it? Well, yeah, you got to be a little bit exploratory, I guess. We came from a farm where you have to kind of do it all. But even on a farm, you have to be hooked into all the utilities, you know, the power. You know, we save that. You know, just the service fees alone are $50 a month, $50 a month for the gas. You got water, you got sewer, you got taxes, and if you don't have taxes, you have mortgage payments. And if you don't have that, you're paying rent. And it's costly to rent places. The acreage is all hooked up to the grid. But then you got to pay all the grid fees without even using any of the power or the gas yet. Those are additional fees. Just to be hooked into the grid, you got to pay a fee. So here, there's no grid fees. We have this beautiful big lot. We're going to take a walk through it here in a second. My wife is out back doing laundry, and the video is about laundry today. We were paying to drive into town. That was an hour's drive, and we'd have to walk in, do our laundry. You know, by the time everything's said and done, by the time fuel, lunch, because you're in town, hopefully you didn't go to Walmart and spend more money. But anyways, that's what happens when you go to town, you spend more money. Now we just do the laundry outside, and the owners, we're going to take a tour of the grounds. They have, they're putting in a laundry facility here. It's out here already. It just has to be hooked up. So yeah, my good wife, we're just going to take a walk around. Yeah, my good wife, we're just going to take a walk around And she's been doing laundry. We'll even use the ladder to hang things, blankets. And she's also taping, you notice, the hummingbirds. And that's quite a thing. So we got all the laundry hung up here. And everything in the backyard. We just made a little clothesline here and strapped that to the tree. We didn't want to puncture the tree, so that's how we did it. And yeah, this is our little pad. Generator, water here. You know, this water's fresh water from a spring. You know, and just like downtown, the sewer hookup's right there, as you can see. So this is a nice little pad. We love it here. And we got all our firewood over there to cut, or to chop, or to stack. Got that all hauled in from a local. And here's where the laundry magic happens, but it would be nice to have a wash machine with a spinner, which we will get out here. But for now, we can do a lot of this by hand. And the good wife and I, we just get each at one end and ring it. That's how we do it for now. So let's go take a walk and look at the park. Check it out. We'll do a loop here. We'll stop in and see Fred. And then we can, I can take a look at this laundromat. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Generator in the winter. Now, the nice thing here, I'm just going to show you this. We don't do the yard keeping. We have a resident maintenance. They do it all. He does the yard work. We're going to go see him tonight. We're going to go look today at, because we're going to move over to a cabin, hopefully. And that'll be on upcoming videos. I already got some videos of the cabin. It's kind of hasn't been lived in for 4 years, so there's mouse droppings and stuff like that all over the place. But it's a big retreat area up here. They call it a retreat, private retreat. It's a gated community, and it's quiet. This is how quiet it is, other than the maintenance man mowing the lawn. But it's quiet out here, and we're just walking along here. We're going to go to the laundromat. It's quite a close walk, and I think I just throw my laundry in a wheelbarrow or something, haul it over here, and then wash it. There's an actual wash machine. So that's where the maintenance man lives. This is an old kind of an office building. There's outdoor washrooms. We'll try to get them going. Let's do a outdoor washroom review. You guys, if you look at some of my videos on this channel, I'm gonna just tighten this up again here. There. Okay, if you look at some of my videos on this channel, I called it Vern's Washroom Review. So this is the Vern's Washroom Review. Where are we, folks? We're on the beautiful site of Monashee Ridge, private retreat resort. So it's a private retreat. It's a gated community, leased slots, leased plots, some with water and sewer, and some without. Coming. But years and years ago, this was a 4-star resort, and it got left. These guys bought it. We're one of the first newer, the first 10 or whatever new tenants. So here's a washroom that was here. Let's do a review. It's locked, so we can't review that one. Let's review this one. It is locked. They got these screwed locked, no entry. So we have this building here that was skidded in here. It's all solid. It's not locked. We're going to go inside. Looks like this could be power or something. I'm not sure. water. This looks like a water hookup or something. So anyways, we're going to go inside here. And we're going to see what's in here. Okay. So here we go. It's not bad. It's like a portable washroom area, laundry area. There's a hot water heater up there. It even has a little sink. So it all needs to be activated. Little hot water heater. There's even a coin dispenser, $1 coins only. You know, pays for maybe the generator fuel. And let's say you wanted to have a shower. There's a little shower here and a toilet. So there'd have to be a sewer hookup and stuff, I'm assuming. So it needs just to be activated, cleaned up. I don't know how dark that went since I had the door like that, but it's quite the unit. I think this is it. If we can, I heard the owner is coming up to activate this, so if we could come and use even the wash machine, and then you could spin dry your clothes, then that would be a big plus. You wouldn't have to go to a laundromat. $1's a lot cheaper. You know, just to pay for some of the fuel, eh? Maybe you got to plug $1 in every so many minutes. It's a timer. That's what I think. It's a homemade one. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that once it's up and running. Maybe I'll do a video of it and throw it on the channel. You know, this is stuff that you can do in all kinds of campgrounds that you have on the go. You know, it's always, you know, if you're making your guests drive over an hour, and that's with no traffic. You know, imagine the summertime traffic. You know, we're in beautiful British Columbia. It gets very busy in the summer. So this is a retreat, private, and if you can have laundry facilities included, it's not bad. Even in the winter, if you shut it down off season, you just had it for the busy part. You know, off season you can afford to go into town in the winter. You want to get off the ridge. No one's out here. So it's, you making an event. And if you take the dog with you in the winter, well, guess what? The dog doesn't mind staying in the truck. It's nice and cool in the winter. But you can't do that in the summer. So laundry, well, our only option right now is doing it by hand. And it's a little bit more work, but you can do your laundry by hand. And what else do you have to do? Well, we do have internet and you can watch TV. But look at how beautiful it is out here. You know, you get to know your neighbors, you go for a walk. And that's what it is. Part of retiring is to get off the couch, start walking, and start using our legs, our muscles. I've been finding I'm in better shape than I was in my 40s. So yeah, here's one of our neighbors. This is Fred. Hi, Fred.
Hi.
How's the building going?
Almost done. To set it back.
Yeah, and we'll do a video of Fred one day, folks, because you know how he does his laundry. This is a laundry video we're doing for YouTube.
Okay.
He does his laundry with a bicycle. And we'll make an appointment for that one.
Sure.
Maybe in the winter. Okay, Fred, see you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Okay, nice neighbors out here. Everyone's got a project. This is this guy here. He never runs a generator. He's all solar on his roof of his little Winnebago camper. And over here, that guy's an author, but he's visiting a neighbor. And there's a little dog, Ember. She's a beauty. Yeah, so we're almost did the loop. It's not a bad walk. You know, you go do your laundry, go for a walk. Beautiful day. What else do you have to do? I'll tell you what we're not doing. We're not paying a monthly fee for electrical. That monthly fee can range anywhere from $150 a month. Up here in Canada, I noticed it's mostly $50. Seems to be the magic number everywhere I've lived. 80. I lived on a farm. And it depends on how big the service is that they put on your farm. And my dad passed away and my mom passed away. So I'm on this farm, 500 acres. And there's a big Quonset. And my dad used to weld, do stuff like that. But I'm just doing nothing. And we're paying like $150 or $180 a month for a service fee. Why? Well, years ago there was a loan brought for the power lines, the power poles, and that was like $40,000, so it was charged monthly over years and years. And then when your parents pass away, it gets passed on to the bill, the property. It's actually a lien put on the property, paid with the power bill. And then the service was huge. So I dropped the service down to a residential service, and they didn't like that, and they said, no, we're not going to do it. Because the transformer's in, it's put in, it's there. So we ended up selling the place and moving to a smaller farm, and 21 acres. So it's more of a hobby farm. And they were solar. They gave us $500 when we hooked in grid-tied solar. They were happy. A completely different municipality here in the same province. So each municipality works a bit different when it comes to power, and you can get hosed on power. I'm telling you, we on our whole power system we paid, I did a video on it, $3,800 what we have sitting here, and we're powering the place. The furnace runs a lot. It's a big Park Ave furnace, and propane. That we're the gas company too. We call, for heating now. That's why we want to go to a cabin, so we have a wood stove to mostly heat off of. But you'll always have propane. You don't want to freeze your place up. But what do we pay for the propane, hon? About $300 a tank? Yeah. So once you have the setup in, it's about $300 to fill it up. And we filled our tank up once since we've been here. Twice? Twice. And that was because the winter months we were running it quite a bit. So I think we filled one up twice. The other one, no. Okay, well, that's the end of my tour. I showed you the washroom. It's all on one video here. And the good wife, she's been busy. She got everything off the clothesline. We don't like drilling holes in trees or anything, so we just put a block and tie strap the block to the tree. It's not going to hurt the tree. And then when we move, we can just undo the tie strap, take it with us, and the tree's not harmed. And we got a nice little clothesline. And we put a little tool shed in here. You can put your fuel in. That's it's kind of a mess right now, but where I'm going will be a bigger tool shed, so everything comes in time. And there's a nice little stream that the good wife did with all the rocks. So there's how you wring the clothes. It's a lot of hard work. If you look at my wife, she ate her spinach this morning.
Alright, that's good enough. Enough watching.
Okay, I'll have to get over there and help. Okay, well, we'll see you guys all later. And remember, if you get rid of all the overhead, you can retire early, not have much of an income. It's always good to have an income. You always need to still pay the $300 a month. You still need to eat, right? And we chose to run an old vehicle. We looked at buying a new vehicle. This old vehicle is our old farm truck. It pulls the trailer like it doesn't even know it's there. And we just kept it. It's maintained well. And it's the cheapest thing to run for us right now. We don't go anywhere. And I notice a lot of people drive old trucks around here up in the ridge. No one's into, well, there's some nice new ones, but a lot of old trucks. We don't feel out of place at all. People aren't here to drive around. They're here to take in the environment, enjoy what we have. Okay, folks, I'm going to go and help rinse. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.